Okay, now a little backstory. So I'm renovating our house and I've created an electrical plan for the whole house in Draw.io, like this little cute program. And it's quite awesome, it's quite nice. You can draw some cool lines in that and so on to check, okay, where should what line go and or what cable go and so on. And now here's the thing. In the house, it's kind of really dirty and not the nicest way to work in such a dusty and not clean environment. So I thought, like, okay, I don't want to print this every time I want to do that in the house. I don't want to print that and wire the whole thing up. So I thought, like, okay, let's take that and send this Draw.io as a SVG file to myself, to the tablet, because I have a small tablet here. And I thought, like, okay, now I can work with that. I take the tablet with me and I can zoom in this files and so on and check, okay, which wire should go where and so on. But that wasn't the best solution. I have to admit that's really not the best solution, because it's since sometimes on the within the house in an electrical plan you need to change something, and I don't have it. It's a picture. I can change here anything, and I could use Draw.io as a program on the laptop itself. Oh, okay, this case is kind of crappy. Like you see, it slides down. So yeah, I could use the program itself, but when you're working with gloves, it's not the best way on a touchpad, and since it's quite small everything, and you want to pinch something and move it around, that's not an ideal situation. So what should I do? So I thought, like, wait a second, maybe I should buy myself a laptop, a notebook. That could be a solution. Some simple old ass notebook and install Draw.io on it, and that could be a solution. Even if it would break within this dusty environment, I mean, I can take any old $10, €10 notebook and let's check that out. Even the touchpad mostly is okay for gloves as well, so that would be a kind of good solution. I could use a laptop there, and maybe that would be a solution. So okay, so I thought about it, checked Craigslist or something like that on eBay and so on, and quite okay, you could get some good laptops for 30-40 euro or US dollars. And yeah, but I don't know. I asked my dad, okay, so how is it? Do you have maybe an old laptop? And he has. He got me this. I don't know where he stored it, but I've got this old Acer Travelmate something 200, Acer 290 series something, and I believe it's really old. So it's quite clean. That's kind of impressive. It's really clean for something that old, and I'm not sure how well it works. So I've wired it up. Let's try it out. And no, first let's take a quick look on what does it have. So it's quite big. It's 15 inches as far as I guess. It has a quite impressively a DVD burner on it to burn some DVDs. Or it also have, like, okay, speakers on the side, ventilation for the CPU, DC in. I guess this is where the hard drives in. And on the back side we've got an parallel port, as far as I guess, for some old printers, VGA port, twice USB 2.0, I guess. We've got then modem cable and a network cable or Ethernet cable, some old mouse, or is it Super Video? I'm not sure. I guess it's Super Video. And I don't remember what that was. Something something else crappy. Old Firewire. I guess it was Firewire. We've got another USB port here and some infrared port and a PCI CIAM card slot, as far as I guess, for a microphone and headphones, and the wireless network switch, a hardware switch. Creepy. Okay, let's fire this thing up. Let's see how good it works or not works. We do not plug it in. Let's check the battery. It works with a battery. It seems okay. Windows XP. All right. As long as it boots. Now let's see. Javier. Oh. Oh. Oh well, it booted up. So I've got this USB thumb drive, 46 gigabyte from Kingston. It was kind of old too, but let's see. There are the installation files on it, and okay, Windows recognized something. All right, that doesn't matter. Let's go into the desktop, workplace, and the thumb drive. And there's the first error. It's a German. It's a German Windows XP. So don't worry about that. As far as I've understood, 64 gigabyte thumb drives are not quite supported on Windows XP. So I got a little bit ahead of you, and I already got this installation files from Draw.io, downloaded them, put it in another thumb drive, formatted it as NTFS as far as I remember, and put it in, or FAT32. So I put the installation files on here and start them. And we need Windows 7. Damn. Well, is this it? I can't use this notebook anymore? That's it? I'm screwed? Maybe not. So, okay, I could try and install Windows 7 on that, but that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure if it works well. This is really quite old notebook. What does it have for specs? And let's check it out. System settings. So we have an Intel Pentium M, 1.5 gigahertz, 512 megabytes of RAM. That's not much. It's quite more or less nothing. Where's the hardware monitor? Put somewhere else here. I don't remember where it was on Windows XP. No, it wasn't it. There it is. Graphics card, ATI. Mobility Radeon 9700. Let's take a different approach. So, since this won't work without a hassle, and I don't think it's the safest thing, let's try something like that. Why don't we try some Linux style? What is the most lightweight Linux? Most lightweight Linux? Oh no. Not most lightweight, because we are not capped on storage. We are capped on processing power. So Linux for old laptop, or best Linux for old laptop. What do we get? linuxhint.com. What does they say? On the first page, it's Arch Linux. All right, let's try that out. Where do we get it? Google. Arclinus download. Let's check that out. Installation guide. Netboot. Something. I don't get anything of that. I'll put you a way to check how to do that. The image must be burned on a CD, mounted as an ISO file or something else. Okay, let me check that out. I'll come back to you right in a second. Okay, found the download. I just needed to scroll down a bit. And there it is. There we've got... Where was it? I lost it again. Somewhere in Germany. Take the first link, open it, and there it is. I'm downloading the ISO file right now. It's kind of fast, a few seconds. And then let's put it into the thumb drive, in a bootable thumb drive. See you in a sec. Back again, all right, I got the ISO, I got Rufus. Let's start it, yes. And take our thumb drive, 46 gigabytes. Yes, medium. Take the Arc Linux, start, yes, all right. And we are ready. Throw this thing out. All right, pull it out, put it in. I guess I should use, since I'm not sure how long the battery is longing, let's start. Let's check if it's already booted from a thumb drive. It does not. Great. Let me check that out, how to boot from the thumb drive in a second. Be right back. Alright guys, I guess I'm kind of screwed because I'm in boot devices and I only have the options hard drive, CD-ROM drive, floppy drive, network boot. That's not the best options I could have. Since I'm not having a floppy drive right here or anywhere near me, network boot would be a hassle to configure it. I don't want to hassle with that. CD-ROM drive, that would be an option because since it says drive, it also has a burner I could use. I could burn Arc Linux on it, but I'm not having any burnable CD or DVD within near me, so that sucks. Maybe I'll try a different approach. I'll try to get out the hard drive from this, and maybe I could install Arc Linux directly on it without a thumb drive. Let's check that out. Be right back. This is the worst. This is the worst. I tried to update the BIOS drivers to boot from a USB stick. It's not working at all. And I thought like, okay, let's install it directly on the drive, and I pull that thing out. It's quite easy to unscrew one screw, take the hard drive out, and for example, here's the memory within the DDR, I don't know, something memory, the battery drive, or here we've got the CD drive or the DVD burner, and that's I pulled this thing out, and oh my. I was hoping that it was something like SATA connection, SATA connection, and that would be okay. I have a adapter for that, SATA to USB, and then would be everything okay. I would try to install Arch Linux on that directly, but with this, I don't know. I guess I'll ask maybe some older neighbors if they have a CD to burn, burnable CD. That's my last approach. If that won't work, then it's a fail. Be right back. Well, there I'm back again. That was a bummer or a waste of time. So, in conclusion, I ran with the notebook with the laptop to my parents' house. They had some DVD and CD rollings. I burned the Linux version on it, and first of all, the CD rolling wasn't good enough because the image to burn had like nearly 800 megabytes, which had to be burned, and we only had 700 megabytes discs to burn. So yeah, I took a DVD one, burned it on it, tried it out, and some different errors came up, and used a different version, burned that one, and oh my, such a bummer, such a waste of time. I'm not done with the project. I asked a friend of mine if he could lend me his notebook for for the stuff I wanted to do within the house, in the dusty house, and well, let's see. So, in conclusion, if you are trying something else, something similar or the same, please check within the BIOS if boot from USB drive, if there is such an option. It's way easier with that, and anything else. If you had the same problem like me, you need to burn a CD or an image first on the CD, and then boot that one, and so on and so on. It's side quest after side quest after side quest. So, well, we will see. Until now, it was just a big waste of time. Well then. Okay, so in the end, this is my setup. It's an more or less old Xiaomi Mi Air 12 inch or 12.5 inch, and it was way easier to install everything on it and to run Dry.O on it. And yeah, since everything is really dusty here, yeah, it's still kind of too good of a notebook for this work, but also man, I mean, I tried it with the other one. On the one hand, I learned a few things, better where I could save some time next time, but this stuff, I mean, the other laptop was a fail. I mean, maybe I'll sell it for a few bucks, and that will be it. And maybe I can make someone happy with it, who, I don't know, uses the display for a magic mirror or something else. But well, this is it. Kind of a fail, well, I learned something.